It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Eckler will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize him.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Play action. It's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys else. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go play action here on first down. Returning right back to Lockett. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Yards there and a first down. Back to throw again. That catch good for only a couple. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. On 2nd down now, it's Ward, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that lap.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That picks up. Collection probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow on play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Able to power through. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Bryson Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
I'm the best in the game.
For a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ward. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
On first down, Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Burrow's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one incomplete. They'll try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now
they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They go play action with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here,
costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Atwell, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
And he's going to go down. But a penalty flag down as well, and if this is offsides, it's going to be a first. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give, running right is Akers. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 11. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here we go. 180.
Again, it's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Don. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
One thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
11 MT.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.